Webster, Mr. Younger.
Paul, good to see you. How was your flight?
Fine. I thought I'd just drop in to thank you for the bump you sent and for sorting out the hotel.
Banker doing his job. Remember, I'm after your account.
Well, thanks anyway.
My pleasure. Well now, I fixed up something for this evening. You ought to meet Jim Baines.
Baines? Doesn't sound terribly Indonesian.
He's an Australian, one of the key people in your line. He's one half of the joint venture. You've got to have a partner out here, otherwise you can't operate at all.
So I gather. Much the same in a lot of places.
Quite. Well, his partner is Adnan Baziroan. Now, they call themselves the Sujarwo Trading Company. They deal with anything to do with wood. Bandsaws, debarking machines, resins for the plywood trade.
Not handheld chainsaws, though.
Not as far as I know. By the way, if you think you can do a deal with Baines, you'd better move pretty fast.
Oh?
Bleckenbauer. They're in your line of country, aren't they?
Forestry equipment, yes.
They're out here too.
Huh.
You'd better catch Baines before he signs with them.
Their stuff's too sophisticated. Our product's much better for this market.
Tell that to Baines.
Anyway, this fella's told me to go and see for myself. Well, that was fine. When I saw the plane he was going to fly in, I nearly backed off. I mean, it was pre-World War II, all canvas and wood and falling apart. Even the pilot was praying as we took off. I mean, I didn't mind seeing the forest, but I wasn't too keen on inspecting it at close quarters.
What are communications like here?
Pretty rough off the main roads.
Non-existent on some of the smaller islands. You see, Paul, we're talking here of 13,000 islands, over 300 ethnic groups and as many languages. Incredible place, Indonesia.
Sounds like a difficult market.
Oh, it's okay if you've got someone who knows the way around.
Yes, it's absolutely crucial that you find the right distributor. Well, I'll leave you two gentlemen to talk things over.
Sure you won't have another drink?
No, mustache, I'm late already.
Do a bottle of bintang. I'll see you sometime next week, John.
Yeah.
Goodbye, John, and thanks again.
Don't mention it. See you.
See you later. Cheers. Right, fire away.
Okay. How do you deal with a market this complex?
You've got to have good Indonesians working with you. And I don't just mean in the office. I mean out in the field, pushing the deals through. My partner Adnan's terrific.
And what's the state of the timber business here? What are the prospects?
Well, back in the 70s, everyone was exporting logs. Then the government urged timber firms to move into the finished wood products, plywood. Well, that seemed like a good idea, more added value. But then world prices slumped. Terima kasih. Added to that, there was the big forest fire of '83, which hit our timber reserves. Well, that combined with soaring energy prices made a lot of firms feel a little exposed.
Doesn't exactly sound rosy for forestry equipment sales, does it?
There's been a big shakeout in the whole timber business in the past few years.
Cutting away the dead wood. Any noticeable improvement?
Look, Paul, wood's such a big earner here. It's bound to keep going in one form or another.
So there is a future here. And you've got the organisation to deal with our product. What about contacts, say in the government? I suppose it's worthwhile having good contacts there.
Absolutely essential. Without top-level contacts in the Ministry of Forestry, you'd get nowhere.
I would guess that you rely a lot on government contracts.
Yeah, but we deal with a hell of a lot of private mills as well. There's a sizable market there, Paul, though not quite for your type of product.
Sure. Tell me, what are the chances for our stuff here?
We've been selling the heavy gear, power saws and the like, so we're well established in the business. But we never dealt in handheld chainsaws before.
Do you see any problems?
You've got to have good maintenance and service backup. We've always offered that on guarantee.
Do you do the servicing yourselves?
Oh, yes. You can't rely on contractors. They haven't got to make the next sale. Anyway, the main thing is our customers won't sign an order without guarantee for parts and service. Well, that's always been one of our key selling points.
Are we talking about imported products here or local manufacturers?
Oh, imports make up the largest proportion. I mean, there's no manufacturing base of any size here yet. It's coming up fast, though. The government's doing all it can to encourage it. But in the main, there's no choice but to buy foreign products. Terima kasih.
And what about IPSA? Are we in with a chance?
Ah, well, if you can be competitive with the Japanese on price, yeah, you're in with a chance.
Your knowledge of the market here, your contacts, that's so valuable to us. But if you were ever to represent one of our direct competitors, then we'd have problems.
Look, Paul, we represent American, Australian, Filipino, Japanese firms, all on a non-exclusive basis. And quite frankly, that's how we prefer it.
What about European firms?
Well, it's only fair to warn you, we're talking to one firm right now.
Yes, Bleckenbauer, I know.
Right, and they're not asking for any exclusivity deal like you are.
Will you be representing them?
Nothing's been decided yet. There are, how shall we say, one or two knotty problems.
I can well understand that. You've seen IPSA's products. You've got to agree that they suit the local conditions better than anything Bleckenbauer can offer.
Maybe, but there are other things to consider.
Our product requires less maintenance and servicing. Distributors and operators need very little technical training. Now, could you say that about Bleckenbauer?
Well, no, but...
Look, Jim, our fastest growing and most profitable markets are in the tropics. We've been selling into Africa for years. And we've got equipment working in Malaysia and Thailand, similar conditions to here. Bleckenbauer have no such track record.
But you're asking for us to be exclusive distributor.
Right. And we'd like you to carry a full inventory of products and parts.
And that means a considerable investment on our part.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, Sujarwo are just about ready for.
Well, that's as may be. But we haven't got money to throw away. We need the right kind of investment. I'll need more facts and figures, Paul.
I can get you all the information you need by tomorrow. And John Younger is willing to, shall we say, look favourably on any financing that might be required.
Okay, Paul. But I'll be throwing a hell of a list of questions at you.